In June 2026, US Congresswoman Ilhan Omar said that the persecution of Muslims in India had reached the 8th stage of genocide, a remark that triggered an immediate backlash from the Hindu right-wing groups, accusing her of pushing an anti-India narrative. But now, a new report by the South Asia Justice Campaign's India Persecution Tracker has documented what it describes as a growing pattern of violence, persecution, and state coercion against Muslims across India. According to the tracker, 44 Muslims were killed in the first 7 months of 2026, 19 allegedly by the state actors and 25 by Hindu extremist non-state actors. Between May and July alone, the report recorded 25 Muslim deaths, including 15 allegedly at the hands of the police and security personnel and 10 in religiously motivated attacks attributed to Hindu extremists. Shockingly, among those killed were an 11-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boy. The wider system of coercion against Muslims include arrests and detention, alleged custodial killings, demolitions of homes and religious structures, forced expulsions, and discriminatory state policies. According to the tracker, at least 23 Muslim religious structures were demolished in less than 2 months across 6 states. More than 1,000 Muslim homes, businesses, and religious structures were razed in at least 21 demolition episodes across 8 states. The tracker puts the total number of such structures demolished in 2026 so far at more than 3,000. In Kashmir, the report says more than 2,500 people were detained within 48 hours of a militant attack in July, while 2 families' homes were demolished with explosives. The tracker also alleges that Muslims were disproportionately targeted during arrests following student protests in several states. In West Bengal, the report says attacks on mosques, Muslim-owned businesses, and hawker settlements followed the BJP's first-ever victory in the state. It records at least 2 deaths and points to a series of measures affecting Muslims, including citizenship screening linked to welfare benefits, changes to reservation list, 62% cut in the minority affairs and madrasa education budget, restrictions on cattle slaughter, and increased surveillance of madrasas. The report further alleges that the voter roll deletions, citizenship screening, and expulsions of alleged infiltrators have increasingly targeted Bengali-speaking Muslims. In Assam, it highlights the continuation of a so-called pushback, citing the state government's own claim that 1,679 people had been sent back over 2 years. It also cites Human Rights Watch documentation of Indian authorities taking families, including children, through gaps in the border fence at night. The report links these actions to a broader political climate in which Muslims are increasingly portrayed as outsiders. It described the discrimination operating through policing, demolitions, detention, citizenship procedures, voter roll changes, political rhetoric, and administrative policy. There have also been instances of judicial intervention. The tracker highlights a Muslim judge who sentenced 14 co-vigilantes to life imprisonment for a lynching, who later required police protection after receiving threats from Hindu extremists. At the same time, the report says that public calls for the genocide of Muslims at a mass gathering near Delhi received no police action. These findings document a disturbing pattern of killing, persecution, displacement, demolition, detentions, and discriminatory policies targeting Muslims. And that makes Omar's warning worth examining, as the report is a testimony to what she described as a genocide against Muslims in India.